welcome back to my channel. This video is very off the cuff. I have not planned it. I just thought of it 2 minutes ago and I've just come in to film it. Basically, this is how I choose my makeup for the following week. Now, you guys know my routine. Every Sunday, I wash my makeup brushes. I have literally just washed them. Once I've washed them, I come out and I get my makeup bag. Here is my makeup bag. I change this up every week, but only certain items. So I could take out all the makeup and then I change up my foundations. I change up my eyeshadow palettes, bases, lipsticks, all that kind of thing. And then I also change up the lipsticks and things that are in my handbag for the week, so that the lipsticks that I have in my bag match the eye looks that I'm going to be doing for the week. Might sound complicated, but if you are a makeup person like me, you will have plenty of makeup, and this is the only way that I personally can utilize all my makeup, because I do have a lot and I do love it and I don't collect it. I want to use it. So this is how I pick what I'm going to use, and this is what I've picked for next week. So this is the inside of my makeup bag. This side is eyeshadow palettes and some brushes and my mirror and stuff. This is basically all base makeup. These are foundations, powders, glow products, blushes, all that kind of thing. So when I get ready in the morning, I just take out what I'm going to be using that day, put it on the table and apply it. That's it. So let me go through with you what I've chosen this week and why I've chosen the foundations, the glow products, the eye makeup. I will talk you through my mindset. If you're watching this now thinking she's absolutely insane, so what? This is how I roll. Makeup brings me joy and I love to put this much effort into stuff. So first things first, I think, what is the weather going to do next week? First up, because that would change if I want to wear a bright lip or a bright eye makeup or a bright blush or what have you. Where am I going? What makeup level am I going to need? Am I just going to the office every day? Because if I am, I'm not going to use a high-end foundation or base or anything. I will just use my regular L'Oreal kind of high street stuff. Am I going out for dinner after work one day? Am I going to need my makeup to last a really long time? What sort of primers do I need? All that sort of stuff. So let me talk you through what I've picked out for next week. I thought the most obvious thing to start with would be like the base products. So let's go into glow products. So underneath foundation, I tend to add something to give a bit of glow. So next week I have gone for the Dior Forever Glow, and this is the Star Filter in shade number 3. Any clips or B-roll I have, I will apply it, post it here of me applying the product. So this is gorgeous. This is like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. It's got a kind of vibe to it, but it's got a bit more coverage. It's absolutely stunning. And this shade is perfect for spring, summer. And then for the more budget days, I have got the e.l.f. shade 4 in the Halo Glow Filter. And this is, I mean, I'm down to about this now, but it's got a gorgeous glow to it. This is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. So I basically have my high end and my high street. Also primers. So if I'm going to be going out after work, I want my foundation and makeup to last all day. So if I do go out, I will only apply these primers for certain reasons. So this is the Elemis primer. I have decanted it because it came in a tube, but the tube has got a pump on it and it ran out really quickly. I cut the tube, squeezed everything out, and I've got, this is a 30ml pot and it's completely full, so crazy. So yeah, this is the one that I use, and it's basically got like a silicone-y sort of texture to it. It's gorgeous. I've heard rumours they're discontinuing it, but when I say this gives you the longest lasting makeup ever, it's such a shame. If they do discontinue it, they're very, very silly, because this is one of the best primers I have ever used for longevity of makeup. Then on days that it's going to be sunny, again, I checked the weather forecast. Next week in London looks to be around 29 to 33 most days. So I have got my tried and true, this is my God knows what number of this tube. I have gone through, I'm going to say possibly double figures of these in the last like 10 years or so, but this is the Bobbi Brown SPF primer with protection, SPF 50. This product you will probably see here, it is pure white, but it goes on and there is no white cast to it. Your skin does not have any colour to it whatsoever. It just goes straight in, gives you that ultimate protection, SPF 50 all the way. And I take it down my neck as well, just for that extra little bit of added protection. Love this on really hot days. Foundations, I have gone budget and high-end and high street. So for the high end, we have the Dior Forever Matte Foundation in shade 2W. If you've watched me for a long time, you will know this was my #1 foundation for a very long time. The only foundation I used for like 5 years. Then I fell in love with the Hourglass one, and then I just kind of bought a few high street ones and we flipped. But this one I can never be without. I still love it to death. It gives me the most beautiful coverage. It's just got excellent longevity. My oily skin doesn't show through. It just gives you a gorgeous glow. And with the star filter underneath, it's unreal. And then this one is the L'Oreal True Match, of course. This is shade number 3, I think, 3W. Yeah, 3W. And that is 3 warm. And this foundation is the best high street foundation next to the Maybelline skin tint, but that's a skin tint, not a foundation. But yeah, I love True Match. It's absolutely stunning. So on the days that I'm just in the office, I'll wear this. If I'm going out for dinner, which I am next week, I will wear this. So hence why we're going high-end, high street. The thing that is always consistent is my concealer and my powder. I will always use the Collection Buttermilk concealer in the Lasting Perfection concealer in Buttermilk. It's the only one I've ever bought, I've ever got. I will never ever change this out. And the Laura Mercier setting powder. Now this one is slightly different. I have just opened this because I've got the big translucent one. Because it's summer and I have a bit more colour to my face, I'm digging out the honey, and this is the Ultra Blur. This is the Laura Mercier Ultra Blur in honey. I bought this in the sale. It was a risk, so I used to use the honey translucent powder. It looks very scary, but because it's obviously compacted, once you tap it out and you apply it to your face, it's not that bright. But I thought I'd use it now while I've got colour in my face, and I'm going to save the translucent one for autumn winter. Bronzer, I'm just keeping this one going because it's the darkest shade that I have, and again, summer. This is the Pat McGrath bronzer in Desert Glow, sorry. It's hit pan, it's coming almost to the end of its life. It's got a bit more use left in it, but it's so highly pigmented. You need the tiniest amount to get this kind of glow. All the things I'm showing you today I have on my face. I have gone for the Dior version today. So I've got the Dior foundation, the Dior glow primer, yeah, and this. So absolutely love the Pat McGrath bronzers. Are insane. Since my Charlotte Tilbury video, you guys have really recommended the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer. I'm not a fan of cream bronzers. I'm just so confused how you can apply foundation and then put a cream bronzer on top and it not move your foundation around. I don't get it. And I did ages ago try her is it the airbrush bronzer? But I didn't really love it as much as the Pat McGrath. This formulation is just insane. And I have 4 backups and I have 3 others already on the go with different varying shades. So I'm good for bronzer for quite a while. Blushes, we have gone for a pink blush and a more bronzy shade. So this is the Dior Rosy Glow in 001 Pink. This is annoying because I love the colour. I kind of like the payoff, but I have to apply so much of it just to even get this rosy glow. This looks neon, like it looks neon, but when you put a brush in it, it goes really dusty and there's like no colour to it at all. I found it quite misleading. Again, I did that Charlotte Tilbury video and it was my July favourites and unfavourites, and I unfavourited this, and you guys said how much you loved it and how pretty it was. I don't know, I'm just trying to use it up at this point, so I wouldn't buy it again. For me personally, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody unless you're super pale. It might show up, but to me it's a no. But this one is my favourite, one of two of my favourite sort of bronzy blushes for me, and this is Gingerly by MAC. I have used this, not this one, this is like my third or fourth, I want to say. I've been using this shade consistently since 2009, sort of when I started watching YouTube, 2009, 2010, like 14, 15 years ago. I have been using this shade. It is the prettiest brown, bronzy blush shade for my kind of skin tone. If you colour match with me, seriously try this blush. It doesn't look much, and you can't really see that, but honestly, it is gorgeous. It's just one of their Sheertone blushes. So it gives you the most beautiful, subtle glow, really healthy. Oh, it's just all the things. It's a highly, highly underrated blush. Eyeshadow bases. So for next week, I have gone with Bad to the Bronze by Maybelline, which is just a beautiful bronzy cream eyeshadow. You could use it on its own if you haven't got oily skin. I do, so I use this as a base for my eyeshadow to stick to, and you will see the colour palette where I'm going with this. And this is Painterly by MAC. Again, I've used this since 2010. Obviously not this one, I've had many of these over the years. This size typically lasts me, if I use it consistently, a year. Same with the Bad to the Bronze. These now sadly have been discontinued. I'm hoping when I go to the States in October, they will still be available there, because if they do, I'm stocking up. But so far, these are the two that I am using. And now let's get into the eyeshadow palettes. These are everyone's favourite. No matter what I talk about with makeup, you guys are always interested in the eyeshadow. So I have gone with two. I've gone with the Pat McGrath. What is this one have I chosen? Oh my God, hang on. Midnight Sun. This is the Pat McGrath Midnight Sun palette. She's loved. She's dirty. I apologise, but look at these colours. So next week, like I said, the weather looks hot, but for some reason I don't really fancy anything bright, really. I'm going to just do more like all over the eye, with maybe a pop of copper. If I do fancy going a bit crazy, I can always use the blue, which is stunning, like a periwinkle blue. The green is amazing. This whole palette is just so wearable and work appropriate. I love it. I'm wearing it today. All over the lid, I have this, and then I have this on the front bit of the eye, and then I just use this as like a transition shade as well, and a bit of bronzer just to kind of blend it all together. But very simple eye look. And then I went really old school with this, and this is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. If you remember this, I've had this since the dawn of time. I don't even know what year this came out, and it's broken, hang on. But look at these shades. They are just everything. If you want a really simple, this is for when I haven't really got time, because this palette is completely foolproof. This one and this one and this one all together, just stunning. I've never used the blue because it just doesn't look like my kind of shade. Let me just swatch it. I've never even swatched it. Yeah, no, that's not for me. It's a very random one. I don't even know why they put it in there, but this is a really nice highlight. It's good for highlight on the face, so I use that for that as well. The blacks, I never ever use black eyeshadow because on me there's like a big splodgy mess, but overall as a neutral palette, this is stunning. And then for my pop palette, I have gone with my absolute favourite Natasha Denona palette, the Yucca palette. For a long time, I was umming and ahhing whether I prefer this to the Glam, but this is just, the Glam palette's beautiful. It's a great neutrals, great Natasha formulations, but just for the difference of colours, this just takes the cake. I mean, look at it. And you might look at this and think, oh my God, but trust me, when I tell you, these greens and the shimmers are out of control. The brown is beautiful. These mustard shades are stunning. I'm not a massive fan of the big, turquoise. Again, I find them really hard to blend out on me. I sort of like I've been punched in the face. But all of the neutral and the sparkles, oh my God, this palette just has my heart. It's absolutely unreal. I use this out of, let's talk about months, every month I probably have this in my rotation 3 weeks out of 4, because I can barely go a week without using it. It's so beautiful. Now, mascaras and eyeliners. So once I open these, because they're liquid, I just go through them. As you know me, I use 2 mascaras. So I use one as a base mascara and then one to sort of go over the top with. This one, I love these two. So this is the Panorama by L'Oreal, and this is the Sky High by L'Oreal. This one is burgundy. I bought this just to try it. It's meant to be for blue eyes, to make blue eyes pop. Obviously my eyes aren't blue, but I thought it'd be quite interesting, and it turns out it wasn't, so fine. So I've used this one as a base, so to get my lashes nice and up, and I use this one on top. I've got it on today. You can't really tell that it's burgundy at all, but the Sky High element, it's still there, so it gives you that lovely fan lash. But yeah, I'm just using these 2 at the moment just to kind of use them up. And then for eyeliners, I am getting through my Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D, KVD, whatever she's called these days, and this is Trooper Black. I have had this same one on the go for about 6 months. I'm not exaggerating, she just does not want to die. And then the same, I have the same in the brown shade, and I can't remember what the shade is called, but Mad Max Brown number 2, and it's really lovely. But today I'm wearing the black, so love that. I tend to wear the black more when I'm having like a dramatic day, and if I'm wearing like sort of more of a subtle eyeshadow palette like the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude, I will use the brown. But all of next week with that palette, I'll just probably go black. Lipstick. So in my makeup bag, I only have 2 very simple lipstick colours. One sort of pinky shade and one kind of brown shade. And these are the ones that I just keep in my makeup bag to apply something to sort of bring my look together. I don't take them to work, I just leave them in my makeup bag. And then in my handbag, I have my consistent colours. So in my makeup bag, this week, I have the Dior Lip Glow in Rosewood number 12. And you know me and the Dior lip glows, I just love them. But this is sort of like a very neutral pinky shade. I'll apply the swatch of it on the screen, but it's kind of goes with everything, but more of like a neutral pinky palette, or even something like this, sort of bronzy, it works. And then I'm trying to use up this shade, so I've always got it in my makeup bag, and it is Taupe by MAC. And it is my favourite nude from MAC for sure. I've already got a new one in my backup stash, so that's why I'm trying to use this one up. As you can see, I'm doing very well. It won't be long until it's used up, but I'm trying my best to use it. So that'll be in an empties video coming to you very soon. Now I will show you which ones I'm carrying around with me in my makeup bag for daytime and evening touch-ups. So the days that I have my hair down, I tend to use lipstick. The days I have my hair up, I use lip gloss. Again, just trying to get through everything that I own, because I have quite a lot. Now, my hair routine is, on a Sunday I'll go to the gym and wash my hair. So Monday I'll either curl my hair or put it in a bun. If I put it in a bun, I'll use a lip gloss and a lip liner. So this is the lipsticks of when I have my hair down. So next week we have got 3. We have got, oh no, I don't even want that one. I picked up the wrong one. I'll save that. I have 2. I have In Love with Olivia by Charlotte Tilbury and Catwalking by Charlotte Tilbury. So these are stunning. So this is In Love with Olivia. As you can see, very soft neutral shade. I don't have b-roll of it yet. If I do film it in the next week before I edit, I'll post it here. But it's a gorgeous colour that kind of goes with everything. It goes with a really good smoky eye. It goes with more neutral. It just works with everything. If you want to add a bit more va-va-voom to it, you can put a lip liner with it as well. And then we have Catwalking, which is a very similar shade, but it's just more 90s brown than it is. The other one is a bit more pinky nude. This is a lot more brown nude. And again, if I have b-roll, I will insert it. So those are stunning, and those are my lipsticks from my handbag. I did have 3. One was hiding, so I had to dig it out. Another Charlotte Tilbury. This is Glowing Gen, which I think was made, wasn't Jennifer Aniston, was it? Jennifer Garner? I don't know. Anyway, one of the gens. This one is beautiful. It's like a really pinky nudie shades. I'll swatch these on my hand actually. So this is Glowing Gen. Beautiful. This one is In Love with Olivia. I'll put it underneath. That's In Love with Olivia. Gorgeous. And that's Olivia Palmero. And this one is Catwalking, which is stunning. That's Catwalking. And they're all Charlotte Tilbury. Beautiful. And as you can see, with this kind of eye, works really well. And it works with the brown, the greens as well. Perfect. So those are the lipsticks. Now we move on to the lip glosses. So with a lip gloss, I usually add a lip liner. So I have chosen for next week NYX Natural, because this colour tends to work with all of those lipsticks. I'll swatch it on my hand in a second. And then with a different lip gloss, I would go with the Pat McGrath Divine Rose lip liner. So let me swatch these for you. So I'll do the NYX one first. This one, and I'll just draw it across here. There you go. That's that. So that, as you can see, goes with all of these. So it's a perfect match. And this is a really good neutral lip liner. And this is the Divine Rose. It's a lot more pink. So it works with the lip glosses I'm about to show you. So it could work with that one, with In Love with Olivia. It could even work with Catwalking as well. But mainly, I don't know, it could work with all of them actually. I never even tried. Okay. Good shout. And then the lip glosses, why is lip gloss hard for me to say today? The lip glosses I have selected are Merit, and this is in the shade Mapleton. Sorry, that took so long because I'm blind. Merit Mapleton, and this is a lip oil. Love this, and it's so hydrating, so I keep it in my bag to slap on as and when needed. And with that one I would use the Pat McGrath lip liner. And then this one with the Pat McGrath lip liner as well, no shock to anybody, this is Rose Naif by Chanel. My favourite lip gloss ever. It is, and you remember the story, the drama I went through to get this. It's always sold out because it is chef's kiss. It's hydrating, it's pinky, but it doesn't give you a ton of colour. It just gives you that sort of perfect milky looking lip. Oh, it's heaven. And again, works with all of these eye looks. So that is my psyche behind my lipsticks. So guys, that's it. That is my process. That is what I'm wearing next week. And this is how I think about stuff. I know it comes across as a little bit psychotic, but that's just me. I love makeup. I love working this all out and figuring it out and thinking about what looks I'm going to put together and stuff like that. To most people, my face will probably look exactly the same all the time, but to me, it makes a massive difference and it helps my mood. In the morning, I'm sitting down, applying my makeup. It's just my half an hour of calm. I just sit there, usually calm, unless Doris is jumping everywhere, but it's just my time to sort of get myself together, do my skincare, do my makeup, put myself together for the day. Once I'm in the car, put the tunes on, I've got my makeup done, my hair done, clothes are all, figured out. I feel amazing. So I really hope this helps you to do the same thing. If you're the sort of person that doesn't care about makeup, maybe this could inspire you to give it a go, because I just love it. And I've just realised I completely forgot to talk about brows, because my brow products are drying. So because I use the Hourglass arch brow, it's got the spoolie at the other end. So with the spoolie, you have to clean it. So I wash it when I wash my makeup brushes, so it's not in my makeup bag, but I'll insert something here of my eyebrows. I do the same routine every single time. You guys know Hourglass arch brow is where it's at for me, in warm brunette and soft brunette. So that's what I do for my brows. But that is now it. That is the end of the video. It's been chaotic because I didn't plan it. I literally just thought I'm going to do that and set my camera up. So apologies if it is slightly more mental than usual. I do normally, believe it or not, work out what I'm going to say and have everything ready and in place, and I kind of have an idea of how the video is going to go. Today has just been chaos, so I really hope you enjoyed the inside of my mind. Guys, thank you so much for watching this week. I will see you next week for another video. Everything I've used will be linked below with affiliate links which help support the channel. So if you do decide to buy anything, please do use those links, as I earn a tiny commission that helps to fund this channel. So guys, thanks again. I will see you next week.